So task 10 is now another input type, but this time it is a checkbox. A checkbox or checkboxes are slightly different from radio buttons in that radio buttons we choose one or other. With a checkbox, we can have more than one checkbox selected. So we're going to amend our code. We're going to put a small heading in the H4, which we looked at start. And the H4 is just going to say to people, select the insurance extras you require. So we will add the H4 to our code, again, just above the end form. So H4 is a smaller heading. We use the H1, the H2, and the H5. And then the next thing that we want to do is we want to put in our checkboxes. So our checkbox is an input type of checkbox, and then we will put a label. And once again, we're putting the label to the right of the input, and then we put another input type, and we put the label to the right of it. We have a third input type of checkbox, and the input type in this case will be for our keys cover. So we can see down in the diagram, we have 3 checkboxes. I put the code in and we can look at it in our browser. Important things to remember here, they have an ID, and the ID is different for each one. And in this case, the name is different for each one as well. In the radio, we said that the radio had the same name because these were grouped together, but these are 3 unique checkboxes. So the name is different, and the value that would go to the server is put in where the value is. So look at our browser, do a refresh. We can see that we have a checkbox with a label. And if I click on the label, remember, which we have the label for, it actually checks it for us. We can uncheck in the same way. So we can check them all or uncheck them all. It's up to ourselves. We can also just click on the boxes. So I'll just click the first one. Now I'll explain the code. So each input is of type checkbox and the ID attribute which matches the 4 in the label. Each input tag has a different name, and this makes them separate, whereas in the radio, they were the same. Each tag has a value which will be sent to the server, and the label contains the text that appears alongside each checkbox. The labels can appear to the left or to the right, and in our example, we'll place the label to the right. When we look at it in the browser, then we can see that we have the H4 heading. Then we have the labels, which we don't have a control over the size of, unlike the H4. And then we have our checkboxes. Again, we don't have any control over those. They are square, whereas the radio button was round. They will appear different in different browsers or on mobiles, but they will usually be square and round.